passing offers to vendors. Now, many agencies actually ask their purchasers to give them offers in writing. Now, that's okay, and it really is quite a good process when that is happening. So all good, but we actually need to be looking at what the regulations around that are. Well, here we go on the coughing again. Let's get into this vendors before it takes over. So Schedule 2 of the regulations, the Property Stock and Business Agents Regulation 2014. So Schedule 2, Part 1 about sales, and it's Clause 3 actually looks at passing offers on to vendors. Now, so unless the vendor has instructed to the contrary in writing that they don't want to receive all offers, so they may say, oh, look, if you get an offer, anything less than X, we don't want to know about it. One, you need that in writing. And obviously, then you won't pass on any offers that are below that amount. Now, if somebody makes an offer to you below the amount that the vendor has given you in writing, permission not to pass on, you do need to tell that purchaser that you will not be passing that on because they are the instructions of the vendor. So pretty clear indication to any prospective purchaser that they're out of the field in terms of what is going to be accepted by the vendor. Now, as an agent, you will pass that offer in, either pass it on in writing or orally, straight up front. Usually, you'll get straight on the phone and go, hey, Mrs. Vendor, this is the offer that's been made. Or flick it through if it came to you on an email from a prospective purchaser. Now, that's fine. If it's gone through as an email, you've met your criteria. But if you've just done it orally, then it must be in writing at some time after that. So you need to confirm what the regulation says. Point 3 of Clause 3 actually says the agent must confirm that information in writing. So if you picked up the phone and made the offer verbally, or passed the offer on verbally rather, then you need to confirm that in writing. Now, that might be every week you do a weekly report to your vendor stating that so many people went through and this is feedback that you've received and this is where you've advertised it this week. And so you might give them a whole range of statistics. One of those would need to be that you rang them on Tuesday at 3:45 p.m, you passed on an offer for X amount of money, and the vendor took time to think about it, or the vendor perhaps rejected the offer. So you're actually putting in writing what that process happened and what happened in that process. So it's really important to make sure that you are passing it on, of course, passing it on in writing to confirm that, so you're actually meeting the requirements of the regulations. And if your vendor has told you not to pass on offers to a certain amount, then making sure that you have that authority in writing. So hopefully that's really clear now in terms of passing those offers on. Remember, it doesn't have to be in writing from your purchaser. What has to be is it has to be in writing from you as the agent to the vendor.